vetted.
Pass.
That's the problem.
8G, Divas Who Rock, Divas Build Future presentation. Divas Who Rock is a nonprofit organization who would like to present at the general meeting and ask assistance in directing vacancies and establishing their organization in the Van Nuys community.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Who are they?
Make a motion, we adopt 8G as is.
Seconded.
With that, I call for the vote.
President Thomas.
Yes.
Vice President Benjamin.
Yes.
Secretary Hendry, aye. Treasurer Hop.
Aye, is it?
Mr.
You've heard of
Lazarevich.
them?
Aye.
Pass.
8H, Assemblyman Adrien Nazarian to participate in the VNNC Distinguished Speaker Series and address our local council. The Assemblyman will give us an update on what's going on in Sacramento as well as his projects that he's working on in the district.
And when is this gonna be?
Next week.
May or may
Oh,
not be.
okay.
Depends
I
on
make a
what's
motion,
available.
we adopt 8H as is and welcome the Assembly member once again.
Seconded.
With that, I call for the vote.
President Thomas.
Yes.
Vice
You're right,
President
he's not
Benjamin.
coming.
Yes.
Secretary
Angie-
Hendry,
Angie
aye.
came
Treasurer
by and
Hop.
said something. Aye.
Mr. Lazarevich.
Aye.
Pass.
All right, I have a couple funding requests and then we'll open it up for everybody else. The San Fernando Valley Rescue Mission is hosting their 16th annual Family Thanksgiving Feast on Tuesday, November 24th. I believe this is over at Church on the Way. It usually is there up at Sherman Way. Table host, $1,000. We'll provide 500 meals. Our company logo will be on the table tent, will be recognized on the website, and
Who's that?
this is for the rescue mission to feed homeless
The
people.
new rescue mission, the one who burned down?
Yes, it's the same people.
Okay.
So do we have an objection to $1,000 or $9.99?
Not
A lot,
just
but no.
$9.99. Not to exceed.
Not to exceed
Do
1,000.
we-
Yeah, we'll just call it $1,000 because,
But we have no paperwork.
and we'll be a table host.
Do we have paperwork?
We have no paperwork.
Just come
Well,
and fill up.
we're
It's
doing
just,
this now, and then we'll get them to do all their paperwork.
Oh, okay, because we voted on it ahead of time, we haven't got paperwork, that's not necessary.
I'll reach out to
No, we
Wade
just wanted
Trimmer.
to put it on the agenda.
All right,
They're
what-
gonna
what's
come
it
in
called?
with
Okay,
paperwork.
it is
I got Wade's
the
number.
San Fernando Valley Rescue Mission's 16th Annual Family Thanksgiving Feast on Tuesday, November 24th, 2015. So funding request not to exceed $1,000.
Yeah.
That gets us to be a table host and provide 500 meals.
Good.
So I make a
Go for it.
motion, we adopt participating in feeding the homeless this holiday season.
That's really very
Second.
nice. actually.
Second.
There it is, I call for the vote,
It's in
Mr.
our
Secretary.
neighborhood. Yeah.
President Thomas.
Yes.
Vice President Benjamin.
Yes.
Secretary Hendry, aye. Treasurer Hop.
Aye.
Mr. Lazarevich.
Aye.
Pass.
Perfect, I'll reach out to Wade. Couple other things, Jill Banks Broad would like us to help fund the planning forum at the studios. Where they do this yearly, we can do 500 or 1,000 for her on that.
Let's do 1,000 for her.
Alright, so $1,000
I was gonna say 500
for
just because she's been meeting
the
with me.
She's the best thing
VANC.
for neighborhood council.
Was it nice to
The
meet
thing at
Saturday?
Studio City, November
She shot us
12th.
on.
And
We
then
gotta hear
there's
it from both places.
also
What happened over there?
a March mixer that she would like us to fund. Let me find the email here.
She has so much power. you
I know that,
Um,
and she just. we had
let's
all
see,
that stuff.
March anniversary mixer. The March anniversary mixer.
Okay, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna come.
Now,
with
do
my
we
walker,
want
'cause I
1,000 or
missed
Why don't you
500
it.
on
talk
that?
about it?
Do
What
500 on
happened?
that?
Yes,
So then we'll do
Alright,
500 on that.
But sure.
I know what
Let's
you're
vote on
doing.
them separately.
Yep.
First, I make a motion that the VNNC fund $1,000 for the VANC Studio City Planning Forum on November 12th.
Seconded.
$9.99.
With that, I call for the vote,
VANC.
Mr. Secretary.
Just a second.
And we
One.
should
November
go
12th.
like 21 deep,
Yeah.
November
We
12th.
because the meatballs are amazing, they have
Oh, I
amazing.
know,
Yeah, they
their stuff is
do.
really good, and I missed the last few
Well,
because
what
of
are
the
you
wheelchair,
doing?
but this
Come
time I'm,
on.
well, because I couldn't get
Okay,
in.
well, we're in the
There's
middle
no
of a vote.
This time I'm going and
Okay.
they're gonna have to
Very good.
make room for me to get by with my walker,
They
because I
better.
miss it out.
I call for the vote, Mr.
Don't
Secretary.
Okay, President Thomas.
Yes.
Vice President Benjamin.
Yes.
Secretary Hendry, aye. Treasurer Hop.
Aye.
Mr. Lazarevich.
Aye.
Pass.
All right, I make a motion that we also fund the bank March anniversary mixer for $500.
And do you
Yeah,
know,
we just did?
No, we did the.
What was
We did the
yes.
planning forum for
Howard.
1,000.
we can do the card there that night if we want, I've done it in the past.
Do,
At the VANC thing, we can actually just hand them the card.
Oh,
in the office,
absolutely,
and they can just run it and
absolutely,
do it, and we don't have to worry about it.
absolutely.
Good.
So we just do
Okay,
that,
so
it'll be
for
so
the
much
March
easier.
bank anniversary mixer, $500,
Okay.
not to
second.
exceed.
Not to exceed.
Seconded by
Okay, that's even
John
better.
Mr.
Camara.
Camara, very good. I call for the vote, Mr. Secretary.
President Thomas.
Yes.
Vice President Benjamin.
Yes.
Secretary Hendry, aye. Treasurer Hopper.
Aye.
Mr. Lazarevitz.
Aye.
Pass.
All right, I have a couple of community impact statements and then I'll be done. Our first one will be City Council File 151138, which declares a state of emergency for the homeless crisis in Los Angeles. Basically, we can take a look at their language and then support it or not, but obviously,
Yeah, we support it.
Yeah.
we've taken a lead on addressing homelessness and,
Do we have a lot in our
so
neighborhood?
without objection, I would like to put a CIS for Council File 151138, declaring a state of emergency for the homelessness crisis in Los Angeles.
Second.
With that, I call for the vote.
President Thomas.
Yes.
Vice President Benjamin.
Yes.
Secretary Hendry, aye. Treasurer Hopper.
Aye.
Mr. Lazarevitz.
Aye.
Pass.
And then there is another council file that we could take a position on. This is the one where we got another $5,000 this year. It's Council File 150974. I would like to see them take all of the local councils and just call it $50,000 every year, so we could put that in there.
It would be easier.
We were at like 45, then we went down to 37. Now we're at 4250.
Well, I would say 60, it's even nicer.
Well, there we go.
We'll never see it,
But
yeah.
if we could submit a
If we don't ask, we're not gonna get it.
community impact statement on Council File 150974, and just as a council member, I would voice support to take it all the way up to $50,000 a year.
Yeah,
But,
tell them, hey,
we can
check
argue
out
about
our
that.
neighborhood, we're in
we can
dire
argue about that
needs.
next week. Do I have a
Second.
on that?
Yeah.
All right, so then I call for the vote, Mr. Secretary.
President Thomas.
Yes.
Vice President Benjamin.
Yes.
Secretary Hendry, aye. Treasurer Hopper.
Aye.
Mr. Lazarevitz.
Aye.
Pass.
Very good. All right, well, that's,
I got
that's
some
what I
stuff.
got.
I got some stuff.
Yes,
We
sir.
got some
All right,
Oh, my goodness.
Herb Wesson brought up at the Congress meeting on Saturday, a week and a half, or 2 weeks ago, that they're trying to introduce the fact that neighborhood councils should be able to accept contributions from constituents and from local businesses. This would, this would,
They said,
Donation.
what's the other word? Not just contributions, donations.
donations,
Donation.
yeah. So this is something that really needs to be done.
Yeah,
The very fact that we weren't able to get an office because Canby was a council member and they deemed it as a conflict of interest.
no, that's bullshit.
I mean,
It would still be a conflict, of interest,
It-
even if they passed it.
if he,
But
But
if,
then Howard can
if
donate
his,
all of his.
if Ms. Mirabi and
He's been
Sons
donating all his
don't
time.
donate, council, office space,
Yeah, there's
No,
no
they're
reason why they
flip flopping
can't.
because in my newspaper I run ads for this council all the time. Howard spends time
A lot of
producing
time.
the stuff on the camera.
oh, speaking of that,
On his own dime.
So
Here you go.
one day the city attorney's office says council members can give to the council, but
Yeah.
outside groups can't. So.
But now they're trying to say anybody can, so you know what?
So let it be. If
Yeah.
Yes,
so
I
long
mean-
as it's disclosed, like
Yeah, we're not trying to hide anything.
no, you can give a congressman up to a $50 gift. There's a
Yeah.
gift rule up to $50. So you could go get Brad Sherman $49 in cheese, and that would be fine.
I would
Yeah.
call,
But it has to be disclosed. So
yeah. I
provided
would
that
say
it's
the
disclosed,
more the merrier.
all right.
Yeah, cause we need all
So-
the
just
yeah.
support
We
it.
need all the help
So
we can
why don't
get.
we do a CIS on that?
I'm
I mean,
happy
there's
with
no
that.
council
Idea.
file on it yet, but we could be at the, the forefront of this thing.
That's a good idea.
Um,
She's
one-
saying
Also,
more.
Why don't we
if
send it
all
to-
of this
well-
falls apart, go ahead.
Well, you want to vote on that first, or you have? is it
Sure, no,
still-
yeah, let's vote on it first.
Okay, so then the motion is that per council president Herb Wesson, that the neighborhood councils should be able to accept contributions and donations from stakeholders and constituents alike.
Right,
Second, that we support it, they have to go to the motion, they have
Yeah.
to change the bylaws and
yeah.
the charters.
Yep.
So is,
So we support that, yes.
all right, we have a second, I call for the vote, Mr. Secretary.
President Thomas?
Yes.
Vice President Benjamin?
Yes.
Secretary Hendry, aye. Treasurer Hop?
Aye.
Mr. Lazarevich?
Aye.
Pass.
All right, Howard, floor is yours. What do you got?
Okay, I've been advised by Carino that there is office space on Van Nuys Boulevard that's ADA compliant. If everything falls apart, we can get office space. The office is fairly good size. It'd be about $200 a month.
Why is that it?
Almost.
That's nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Almost
We
what
spend
we're
more in
paying.
Subway.
We spend what is it, $150 a month
Yeah, for the
the
storage.
storage place.
Is
so
it
we
gonna be
spend
enough to
50
put the
bucks
stuff
more.
in the storage?
Absolutely.
Well, then if we can
Let's
take
do
everything
it.
out of
We
storage.
don't have to
then
think
it's-
about twice.
It's less than the storage costs.
Where is it on
and
Van
we can
Nuys?
have office
Is it
space.
in,
Yeah.
the same.
By
Plus
Roscoe, or it's right
But
here?
How big
No,
is
it's just south of the post office. You know where
DWP?
no, it's
South
there,
of the old or new post office?
the new post office. There's a
Maryland
computer
Monroe post
store.
office?
Yeah.
And right next to the computer store, there is a hallway. And off of the hallway, there are small
Oh,
businesses
that's
and
one of those
offices.
cubicles, it's not,
No,
it's
it's-
like a separation in a big
No, it's
room.
it's an actual office with a door and a lock.
Would all our storage stuff fit in there?
If it'll all
Supposedly,
fit
I'll
and
check
we
it
have
out.
enough room,
I'll
then
check it
yes,
out
'cause
first.
that saves us the $150
So
a
what-
month,
how
and it would only
many-
be $50 more a
How
month
many
for an office.
governmental bureaucratic hoops of fire do we have to jump through to pull this off?
We
We
need
wouldn't
to,
have-
we'll have,
74.
no,
The
we'll,
answer's 74.
we would have to create a lease agreement with the city of Los Angeles
Yeah.
and,
Jeffrey Brill does all that.
I
Yeah,
know,
he'd have to do it.
all right, yeah.
So
So
let's
in
do that.
essence, it
Rather
would
have
cost
free.
us approximately $2,400 a year.
Yeah, which is not bad, but I personally, I prefer
imagine-
free, but, you know,
Well,
you know,
that-
the.
I wanna look at the
Candies.
space first,
But
Yes.
All right.
Candy's office he was gonna give us though was really tiny.
yeah,
We could barely turn
Oh.
around and
Yeah,
we couldn't
yeah.
have taken anything out of storage. We'd have still been paying every month for that
yeah.
and barely had enough room in the
No,
office to
if
use.
we're
All right,
spend
let's,
already,
let's just do exploratory on the thing, I'm
Yeah.
just bringing it
It's
up
an
as an
idea.
exploratory idea.
It's a good
All right,
idea. I like it.
I've got a question of Stacy here. I received this in the mail, it actually was emailed to just the council. The 13th Annual Fall Festival, Tierra del Sol.
Because of your email, I think I used your email. Remember when you gave me money for the golf ball
Yeah,
tournament in May?
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I got these tickets.
Yes.
What do we do with these?
I think that's weird. I think if you wanna purchase them,
Okay,
I haven't really looked at it.
12 tickets for $20 or $2 a ticket.
Wow.
Something like that.
All right,
I don't know, cause now that they have your email, they just mailed it to you,
okay.
or your address, wait, huh?
They-
Was
Tuesday
it mailed
was
to your home?
No, it was
Oh.
mailed to the box.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's really funny and weird. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, I just don't know what to do with it.
text me.
I don't know either.
All right,
I don't think it's like valid unless you pay for it. I could take it
okay,
though.
all right. This came in for ex-president Wilecko. I don't know how we should forward that to him.
doesn't he still live in Raymond?
Yeah, but it came into the box.
Oh.
Wouldn't you assume it's just mislabeled and George should open it?
Well, you
Yeah,
open it,
of
see what it
course.
is.
You
It's
could do
probably
that, or
so
please forward.
it's
it.
probably
You know.
AT&T's got a.
It's from the International Society of Christian something or another.
Oh, geez Louise.
It's a something that
What's our
do.
It's a separation of state and church.
No, it has something to do with the University of Texas. I just don't know what.
Oh, it was
He
the-
did
I
go
looked
to
them up.
He did go that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I looked it up, but I mean, either we forward it to
Forward it to
him
him,
I
or,
would forward
It's
it.
not- it's
Burn it.
Sounds like it
personal,
might
it's
be
personal.
Let's
personal.
burn it.
I would love that better, but,
all
No,
right.
it's personal, it's
but
personal.
All right.
our postman here might rat us out and we'd
Yeah.
be in trouble.
Wow.
If you just,
This guy's the expert. He's
Yeah,
done it
Not
for
the expert.
35 years.
You just write his address on it and send it.
yeah.
That's it.
forward.
I don't know
Return
his
to
address.
sender.
I don't know his
I-
address.
Don't
I have it.
remember
It's on the
He's
roster.
on
Oh, and speaking of the roster,
Boulevard.
they want a new roster. They wanted a new roster
Okay.
the day after the
Okay,
election.
now, I have one online saved, but I couldn't access it, like I told you, the pixels were down. The sheet you got there, I did that, And what I did is I put the officers first, and then everybody else in alphabetical
No,
order, make it easier to find.
there's a whole form
I
online
know, I've done that
for a
before.
board roster
I know, yeah, well,
that you have to send in with street addresses and
I
everything
know.
else.
Yeah,
It
you
has
have
to comply with
You
their
have to,
thing.
you have
I
to.
know.
They need
know.
this, and they needed it
Now,
yesterday.
I know.
And they asked who sent in the last one, I said I did. They said, who sent in the one before that? I said I did. And they said, where's the new one? And I said,
So why don't we make a copy and fill it up and
we
everybody?
you
can't,
just have to change, you have
we
to
can't.
change.
Waleko's gone
Okay.
and Maddie's gone.
We have to
Okay, so
It
change.
has to be completely
Okay, let's
changed.
make a new one.
We have to add
Well-
Noel, I'm sure he's not on there.
He's on there.
Oh, he is on there?
Everything
Then
is
you're
on
good.
there.
Is
So we
this
just have
Gary,
to take off Maddie and Waleko, and that's it?
That's it.
is this Gary is officially gone as it went, so? no.
I don't know. She has never
No,
given
it's
us
not.
any information.
Renter or something or other?
Put it this way, she got the printer and she absconded. Cause
Are we going after
Howard-
her on that?
we
Yes.
should, Howard sent her emails and she hasn't responded. And rumor
She
has
has a
it
printer
moved.
and $100 worth of ink
Yeah, and that's bullshit.
and never used any of it.
That's,
I think
Is there some way we can check and see if
Stacy
Maria's got it?
or
Stacy
some
should have
other council.
Stacy, did you try
chair-
contacting her?
What's her name?
Maddie Asgarian?
No.
you should, to see if
Maybe
she's
leave it
got the
alone,
printer and the ink and get it
but-
from her. If not, then I would check to see
What
if
we could
Maria's
do
got it.
is we could rent a van,
I think
go up
there's
there
some
and do a
skeletons in
citizen's
Maria's.
arrest.
Oh, I would love that.
Huh?
We could have
Wow.
Mr. Lazarowitz,
I think there's some.
Lazarovitz, I'll say it right, do it for us, because
But-
he's,
You can.
Should we actually do a police report though, or
yeah,
like, what is
We
it?
have
should.
to.
Gone and
Yeah.
she's not returning it,
CSI.
absolutely.
She signed out for it. I have the document with her signature on it
So why don't
and
we
the
just,
serial number.
So at the next council meeting, because the police come and give us a briefing before,
We'll tell them.
we'll just ask them
Yeah.
to come and do a police report. And you go talk to Katie Pascal or
Okay.
Whoever, yeah, cause that's
uh,
just
yeah.
wrong.
Tony
All right.
I'm so
Kabunik
tired
or
of us
whoever
getting
it is.
ripped
And,
off.
and her former landlord will have to have a forwarding address.
Yeah, it
Yes.
should, for her mail, so therefore we'll know
Or
where
the
she went.
USPS will have a forwarding address.
Okay.
But it's bullshit. I'm tired of us getting ripped off.
I mean, I sent her an email saying as you are no longer the sustainability chair, and as Stacy has been elected to the education, or will be hosting the
And
education
it's
summit,
doing something.
Right.
and she is the education chair, she
She needs
requests
the
the
printer
printer
and the-
be
and the ink.
returned within the next 7 to 10 days.
So she
I
can
have
use
her
it.
phone number, but honestly, I just don't really wanna.
You
call
gotta
her.
get tough, girl, we need it back, and you need it.
Okay.
I could, cause that's the thing, I didn't honestly try.
All right,
But we
We
need
could
to.
have Camara call her. Camara's good for stuff like
Yeah,
that.
well,
Yeah,
He likes you too.
yeah.
Oh,
Put
man.
the,
Used to
put
sit
that,
next to
yeah,
her.
you sit down there by her.
Yeah, he used to sit next
It's
to
not
you.
that he
Alright.
liked her, he had no choice, she just
Well,
happened to go to that end of the table.
I had
Camara,
to
we'll,
deal
we'll,
with it.
we'll assign that to Camara, he'll make the phone call.
All
And
right.
then
Okay.
we can show that we emailed, we called her and everything else, and then we'll file the police report next week.
Remember, everything's gotta be documented.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, well, Howard's doing that.
Where did she actually move, Fresno?
no, she moved to Monterey.
Oh, no.
How she got the money to move
I hope
to
I
So
ran
Monterey?
sorry
into
for
her.
them.
But it's
The
like
highest
5
rent
minutes
in the entire state of California,
is
and she
Monterey.
complained that she couldn't make the rent here in Van Nuys, and she moves to the highest rent
could she
area
afford to live
in the
there?
entire
She's,
state.
so she's on 17-mile drive right next to Mr. Eastwood, huh?
I'm
Well,
just-
God bless her, God love her, whatever.
Well, maybe
Oh,
she's in
she's
Seaside.
good.
I've been in Seaside. That's not so high class.
Anyhow,
No, I've been to Seaside
She's a
too,
promoter.
not willingly.
I think she really knows.
Jeanette
What, the
has
Yeah.
a couple of minutes to tell us about the incident, what happened,
Hello.
Hey, guys. Power
Just
washing.
Just really quickly,
Power washing.
didn't-
He's the hair
he's
doctor.
not coming.
Yeah, he's the hair doctor.
No.
Your doctor.
okay, real
El
quick.
doctor?
We got, what is the word? Shunned on Saturday.
Okay.
And it was before Miriam came, she wasn't there yet. Trust
Done
me.
by who?
Jill, Barad,
Why don't you take it from the beginning?
okay, well, we were there, our president, the entire time, as you can see, he's sunburned. John, he sunburned me, I sat back a little, so I didn't get, and I put on sunscreen. Anyway, but we were there the whole 4 hours plus. And, I came a little bit later because I
All right,
had to wait
get
for
to
my
the
husband
point.
to bring my van. Anyway,
Good luck with
we
that.
had all the stuff set up and whatever, we're doing our thing, and literally within the first hour, we gave away all the lanterns, most of the flashlights, the frisbees, the I Love Van Nuys pins, pretty much everything we had.
Mhm.
They just loved our booth, but we were like third in the row of the first row. And, as dignitaries went by later in the day,
Also vest, we gave out.
yeah, oh, yeah, and the vest too. Later in the day, and I don't know what time it was, cause I didn't look at any device to know what the hour
About
was,
12.
but anyway, it was noonish.
About noon.
Jill Banks Barad went by with some other people, and we almost had to flag her down to get her to say hello. She didn't stop and talk, she didn't, whatever, she just hi and psh.
Okay,
And she's supposed to like us a lot. Now, if you'd have been there, she would never have done that. Because you and she have known each other a long time, she wouldn't have done that to you. But she knows George pretty well too, and she still did that. And I'm just, I'm a
Well-
little miffed because I thought, what did we do to deserve that? I could understand.
Well, I know
But
what we
she didn't
did.
say
Well, but
anything,
she
right?
wasn't there at that time. She came later, way later.
Yeah,
So-
but the taint was in.
I know, well, maybe because she hates her. And I
But
don't blame her
Jeanette,
for
she
that
didn't
because I
say
know.
anything, she just
The
didn't
die
stop.
was cast.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because apparently she did go to the bank meeting, which she's been told not to do, and she did anyway, which I didn't know about, I just heard about it
You
now.
better control her because,
Well, I will
mean,
remind
your
her
partner
again
in
and say,
crime.
you just can't do that stuff, but I think she thinks, and I understand where she's coming from, that because she's now the budget rep, that she's allowed to go.
no,
So
she's not a
it's-
rep, she's
no,
not a rep.
She is the budget rep, she's not the budget advocate I am, she's the budget rep, we elected her that, so she could go downtown to the
Well,
meeting
the
to
rep
elect
or
me,
the-
so she still remains in that position, but she's not actual board member. So she, in her defense, I've
She
gotta
took
say, I
Derek's
think
position.
that's what she thought would allow her to go, okay? I'm pretty sure that's what it is, I don't think she's just trying to, insert herself, she really thought that it was okay. So I will tell her that you can't do that, that it's only the actual board member,
members.
officers and stuff that can go to those things. And, it creates a bit of a problem and whatever, and let her know, but she didn't come to the event Saturday until rather late in the afternoon, thank God for small figures.
And she wants to come
And she wanted to
with
see
you.
my leg, which was why she came, because I promised to show her, and I
Okay.
didn't text message her the picture, which I should have done, I got busy and forgot. And, she was dying to see, so, she came and she was all
Does
jazzed.
she ever
No.
go by herself to represent this board? Or only
No,
with
no,
you?
she's never done anything like that,
Okay, she only goes with you, right?
yes,
Okay.
but that time she went, because like I said, I haven't been to the bank, because wheelchair, you couldn't get through easily.